Hey everyone, Kevin here once again with my 1, 2, 3 cents. Going to talk today about 4 guys on the roster as of right now who are undefeated in the WWE, all kind of repackaged superstars. 3 of them former WWE superstars who have been kind of thrown into new gimmicks, getting a new look, getting a new push, and the 4th, a big name from the Indies who is now making his way up the ladder in the WWE, and that is Antonio Cesaro, who was Claudio Castagnoli in the Indies, wrestled for Ring of Honor, Chikara, and lots of other indie promotions around the world. And really, of those 4 men, of course the other 3, I guess I should name them, Brodus Clay, repackaged as Funkasaurus, Lord Tensai, who was once Prince Albert and A-Train, and then of course Ryback, who was Skip Sheffield on NXT and was a part of the Nexus briefly before he got hurt. Of those 4, I would go with Antonio Cesaro as far as being the best wrestler of the group. He's the newest of this batch as well, and has had a couple of matches on SmackDown so far. Not sure where they're going to go with him right now. He's kind of working this program with Aksana and Teddy Long and kind of going through the squash matches. And you know, I am impressed, and I was impressed with him as he wrestled as Claudio Castagnoli with Chris Hero, of course, as the Kings of Wrestling. So I'll be curious to see now that Chris is wrestling too with FCW. You know, will he be brought up at some point too, and maybe a reunion of the Kings of Wrestling? That's something that I'm hoping for, but we'll wait and see on him. Brodus Clay, I recently wrote a blog about Funkasaurus. I love the gimmick, I love the character. One thing I think that WWE is lacking is the depth and of characters. Everybody seems to be this cookie cutter image, and it's, you know, a lot of like real people, if you will, and not a lot of character wrestling. And not everybody needs a character, but I think a guy like Brodus Clay, you know, they gave him the ball and he's running with it as far as I'm concerned. I like it and I enjoy it. Lord Tensai, I'm still kind of jury out on Lord Tensai. Was never a fan of his as A-Train or Prince Albert. So, you know, I'm going to give Tensai some time. He's obviously getting a big push with pins over CM Punk in a I guess it was a tag team handicap match, and then pinning John Cena as well on Monday Night Raw, and then a bunch of squash matches. So we'll see where he goes. You know, he may be having a big future ahead of him as well. Went to Japan and honed his skills, and I'll give him props for that. And then finally, the other one there being Ryback. And you know, as Skip Sheffield, I did not enjoy the Skip Sheffield persona at all. Ryback is a little better, I suppose, for me. You know, he doesn't do a whole lot on the mic, and that was the thing about Skip Sheffield. I didn't like him on the mic. I didn't like his character, but I don't like the Goldberg treatment that Ryback's getting either. I wasn't a big fan of Goldberg's, so to kind of imitate or emulate that run back 15 years ago, it's not doing much for me. But you know what, I'm going to give this all time. That's the key to wrestling. You know, you can't, it's not a sprint, rather, it's a marathon. I'm sorry, yeah, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. We got to wait and see and let these things work out, and I'm sure things will go well. We'll keep an optimistic outlook, and thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my 1, 2, 3 cents.